Hello guys, you should have seen my second video to see this video. My first video is to see this second video. So I actually unboxed the Arduino Wi-Fi board, which is right here plugged in. So this is a tutorial on like basic coding and all that. It's not gonna be long. It's just gonna be like about 5 to 10 minutes. And I'm gonna make a series of videos on coding with the Arduino Wi-Fi board because I haven't done any yet. So stay tuned and watch the video. So first of all, you gotta download the IDE. So it's not the same IDE which I used to have right here. It's something else. It's the Arduino.org IDE. What I had was the Arduino.cc IDE. So I renamed this to be Arduino.org. As you can see, confusion and all that. So I have opened that right here, and I made a few changes. Like first, the font was so ugly, so I changed it to a better font, and I also increased the font size and I added numbers to it. So let me explain what's on here. So you have tools. So you go to board and then you choose Arduino Uno Wifi. It still works for the Arduino CC boards, which are, for example, this one, and the other one which I have, which is the Uno. And you have a lot of boards out here. You have the Linear one, which is not Arduino but like Arduino, and you have tie-in, M0, and all of that, which are like the latest boards. Okay, so, and we have the port, which will be just one. You have to just choose that, and programmer will be chosen automatically. USB, ASP is like when you have a separate one, or ESP8266 is the one which I have, and you can do it over the air. You don't need to plug that in. I still didn't do it yet, but you can do it for this board. Okay, so let's move on to the code. Void means it does not return anything, okay? So this is the basic setup. The loop is going to be running forever. We're going to see that in a few minutes. And void setup means like it just runs once, okay? So let me first introduce you by this code, serial.begin 9600. So what this does is it allows us to use the serial monitor, which is like the console of the Arduino IDE. So this is, you would have seen me use a console in the Java program, like the one right here. So this is the one which is a separate window, and this is the one which of my last code. So this is serial.begin. So what this does is it initializes the usage of the console. So that's what it does, and 9600 is the baud rate, which is like the rate at which the character should flow and all that good stuff. And what I want to do is write a command called serial.println and type in hi there and do that. So what this does is it just prints it onto the console. So let's take a look. I don't want to save it. So my board is connected down to my underneath the table, so you can't see it, but you will when I do the LED program. Alright. Let me go right here, and there you go. Hi there. Alright, let's try this out in the loop, okay? Let's just Control X and Control V and then put it in, cancel. It just did once, now it's going to do forever. As you can see, it just goes on forever and ever and ever. We don't want that to happen, so we'll just take it off. Now the monitor can crash. I mean the computer can crash. So what we can do next is tell the program to print out hello world for a specific amount of time. So the keyword you want to use is for. So what for does, let me just space it out. So what for does is it because it allows you to loop it through for a particular amount of time. So what you want to do is call x equals 0, and then I'll just explain what this means in a few seconds. X less than 5, so this is going to print 5 times, and x plus plus. Okay, so what this code does is for is a keyword that you want to use, which will loop through for a particular amount of time. So first we say that x is equal to 0, and this loop is going to go for 5 times. So until x is less than 5, it's going to go on, and we want to increment x. So what this does is the first time it's going to run x is going to be equal to 0, and it's going to run once, and then it's going to be 1 because we increment the value by 1, and then it's still less than 5, so it's still going to go, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then when it comes to 5, it's not going to run. So it's going to print it out 5 times or 4 times. I don't know exactly how many times, but I know it's 5 or 4. So let's go ahead and print it out. I am printed out using the for loop, just like that, and upload it. Alright, so now you gotta go to the monitor, and you will. Whoa, okay. Well, I think I made a mistake somewhere. Let me just I was running forever. My bad. It should be in a setup. If it's in the loop, then it's gonna loop through the for loop. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna go on and on forever through the for loop. All right. So it printed out 5 times as expected. So it was actually 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So it should make some sense, or else you'll get it throughout the series of videos that you want to do. Alright, so the next one you want to do is blink an LED on board. So if you can see, there's an LED. I think you can see, it's too dark. Okay, so there's an LED plugged in to pin number 13 in this Arduino board, so you can see when it blinks. Okay, I'll just type in the code, and then we can know what it does. Alright, so what you want to do is first type in private int LED pin is equal to 13. So what this does is so private means you don't want to use it anywhere else. Like private, it's for only this code, it's not public and all that. Int is a data type, so this is an integer. You can say it's just short too, but short int all mean the same, but int has more range of values, like it has until 32,000 and negative 32,000, while short has like, I don't know, somewhere around the hundreds. So LED pin is the name of a variable, and we give it the value 13. So you will see why we give the value 13. It's on pin 13, so we give it to value 13. But let's add the comment. LED pin is 13, and let's go inside this and create the pin mode, which is going to be LED pin output. Alright, just like that. Okay, so what this does is let me space it out for you so you can see it clearly. So what this line of code does is pin mode means what's the mode of the pin. So we want it to be an output because LED is an output. It's not an input. It's like blinking the light. Okay, so it's almost 10 minutes. I'll finish it off quickly. So output, and that's the LED pin. So what pin mode does is it takes in 2 parameters, which is the pin number and the whether it's an input or an output. Input or output. Oops, I can't type today. Sorry. Okay, so as you can see, you have 13 written, there's no light, so it'd be pretty difficult to read, but it doesn't really matter. So now what you gotta do is go into the loop, because you don't want the LED to just print it off for to just print it off for 1 minute. I mean, for just one time. So what you want to do is print it out like blink it several times. Sorry guys. So so you gotta do digital right, and then put the LED pin inside of there. LED pin, just do that. So what digital write does is it accepts a 1 or a 0. So I mean, it's digital write. Wait, digital write dot high. No, I just messed it up. I just forgot what it does. So let me just go to examples real quick and blink. Oh yeah, got it. Okay, so it's high like that, not the dot sign. I just confused myself with Java. Let's see. So what this does is it writes a high or a low. High means on and low means off. So it writes a high, which is on, to pin number 13, and we don't need the comma right there. It's pretty straightforward. And delay by 1000 milliseconds, which is 1 second and 1 second, and delay, delays it. And digital write once more, and LED pin low. You can also do 0, because 0 is 1. I mean 0. 0 is low. Sorry. Delay 1000. 1000. And close that just like that. And it should work. Cancel. Oops. What was that? LED pin was not declared. Well, it is. Oh, private. Okay, guys, it should be public. Or you don't need to specify that. Well, what now? Well, let's just do int. Better. There we go. I'll just see what was a problem. Whether it was, I don't know why it became a problem, but just put it in for now. Oh, not the console, sorry. Okay. As you can see, the LED is blinking for 1 second. So that's a basic tutorial on the Arduino Wi-Fi board. I'll be going over way more tutorials on this. So thanks a lot for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned.